higher self and you find a partner that's their higher self and you guys come together in love. That's love in 5D.
About to go downtown.
Downtown K.
Downtown. You about to go downtown.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys, and welcome to another week's episode of Downtown World with your girl Kay. Don't waste no time with negativity. Now, today we have a very, very, very special guest, beautiful queen in the building. Just came out with her project, Love in 5D, none other than Rene Bonét, with us, singer, songwriter, and just beautiful, angelic queen. How are you doing?
Hi, you're so sweet. How are you guys doing? Thank you for having me.
No, thank you, thank you, thank you. So here at Downtown World, we say, eat fruit and mind your business. And I feel like being just a genuine fan of you, as well as like having this conversation today, just going through like your social media and like the things that even like attracted me to want to follow you, you just embody like that mantra for us. So I want to say salute to you, queen.
Thank
and continue
you.
eating fruit and minding your business.
Minding your business. I like that.
Definitely. And it's great for you. It's great for the skin. It's great for the yoni, all the things. So why not, right?
You like it. Pineapples.
Listen, all right, put them on game. So, so first of all, Rene Bonét, I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm going to dive right into it. Love in 5D, beautiful project. You can tell that you really took your time, and these are well-selected songs like all throughout. And it wasn't just like 7 songs slapped together as like a quick EP. This was really like love in 5D. You have 3D, you have 2D. What made you choose Love in 5D?
I think I always said that, we're in the 3rd dimension of our realm, and the 5th dimension is like our higher selves, and mentally. It's where you're completely vulnerable. You're at your higher self. So when you're your higher self and you find a partner that's their higher self, and you guys come together in love, that's love in 5D. It's like, delicious. It's like
that's
delicious.
Yeah.
So yep.
I really do love that. That is beautiful. And of course, with some people, I can just, for me, I'm not speaking for anyone else, I could just really feel as a real music lover to be like, this is something that they genuinely are passionate about and love to do. What got you your start in like music? Like, how did that start for you? Were you always like bumping music? How was that a start for you?
Yeah, so music is culture.
Yeah.
Regardless. And of course, we grew up off like the Biggies and the Totals, the SWVs, the Aaliyahs, like, that late 90s culture, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And like I really just fell in love with it. Like I just felt like music had such a swag, such an outlet. It was a way for me to show that I was somebody.
Wow. That's beautiful, because a lot of the times people, even like for Black people, they associate us being successful off of like sports and things like that. But music was like us. It's always been our thing, even
our everything.
And like Africa's when you're able to get into 1000%, so I definitely do love that. So you do kind of have like more than one persona, right? What inspired like the other persona, and like how do you like balance the two between your music without like confusing your fans? I'm not confused, but to those who may be new.
Yeah, it's a good question. Thank you so much. Okay, so Rene Bonét is my artist. She's my musician. She sings and she writes and she's like zen and she does crystals and sage and all that, and she just loves. And Bully Barbé she's a rocker. She rocks, rap rocks, and that became from my brother was murdered. And he was my Gemini twin, and he also was a rapper. It was a lot of anger in him, and there was a lot of anger in me once, of course, after his passing. And I felt like Bully Barbé is a representation of who he could have been, who he was. It's like I'm living for him, and what he wanted to do in life. So that's his twin, Bully Barbé. She's a bully, and she's be like, yeah, bitch. You know what I mean? Like she's like, great.
It comes with the energy. I love it. I love it.
And it helps me, relieve a lot of stress.
Yeah. I'm thinking like there was so many things like playing through my mind as you're like discussing that, and it's not one of our like, question, but it's just like so beautiful, even when you think of like mental health and
Great
coping
therapy.
with things like that, all of that, like you've literally found such a beautiful way to intertwine all of that, your love for music, paying homage to, rest in peace to your brother, paying homage to him. He's so proud of you. And
Thank
as
you.
well, really like being able to tap into another part of your artistry because it's clearly in you. Like I fuck with Bully Barbé as well. Like she a bad bitch. Like
yes, she is. And she do not care. And
she
doesn't
don't.
and she's just, and it's not that like we're representing bullying.
No.
Because we don't do that. Bully Barbé is
confidence.
Yeah, I have a book that I've written. It's called My Bully is a Bully. And it's gonna be a children's book, and it's gonna be coming soon.
I love that. Please send it over.
Yes, what it's pretty much saying is that I became a bully because I was bullied, and we need to start focusing on the mental health of the bullies and not so much of victimizing who's being bullied all the time. We need to sit down and say in these schools and say, well, what's going on in the homes of these children? So why they're coming to school so angry, and maybe they're not eating, maybe they're not, they're malnourished. There's something wrong more than they're just a mean kid, because it affects the other children that are being well taken care of, and they're being bullied for no reason. So it's really just the mental health. And I think it starts in the school, in the counselings, in the homes, and trying to figure out what's going on with you. Why are you bullying? Not so much of, I'm just going to kick you out of school, because that's what they did to me. They kicked me out of school. They put me in juvenile detention.
They just treat you like an outcast right away.
Yeah, and I was an outcast my whole life, and people just associated me with this mean girl. And I really was going through some things mentally.
Yeah.
I needed someone to talk to. I needed love. I needed someone to hold me. I needed somebody to tell me that everything was going to be okay. But instead, I just took out the anger.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately, I believe, what got my brother murdered. Just being, not just feeling, having the outlet that he needed to express himself. And he took that anger out on other people, and then he created a bully. He was a bully to someone, and that person killed him.
Wow. And I have literally people that follow Downtown World, they know that one of my childhood bullies actually had reached out back to me not too long ago. And, she's doing really well now. But when we had caught up, she had actually found out that she was actually like adopted the whole time. So even like who was coming to pick her up at the school wasn't even really like her parents. Is like in elementary school. She ended up like being in and out of like incarceration a lot, to the point where like it was like people assumed that she would be in prison or in jail for the summer because of like how things would just happen year after year after year. And she ended up now, thank God, she works with children. She's actually a professor at a college. She wrote a book, like just speaking on like that whole journey and her truth. And she's definitely a sister now that I actually can call and speak to about like, any and everything. You know what I mean? So I'm so like, it's so sad, but I just want to give people both perspectives to say, when you do invest in a bully and really think about what's going on in their life versus just continuously attacking them. And then unfortunately, it turns out like how in your brother's situation, and like even for her, it wasn't until the last time she was incarcerated, the PO that was like, you're not supposed to be in here. And then from that point on, it was a turning point for her. So those of you out there that are being bullied, I'm really praying for all night. And those of you that are being bullied, I know it's kind of crazy to be like, please practice grace with those. But most of the time people are just projecting, for real.
Yes, it's a mental health issue. It's something that's going on in the home. They could be getting abused at home as children. And you're missing that. You're missing that in the schools. And so that's what the whole Bully Barbie movement is about.
I was a fan, but like now I even like I rate it even more because I love me some real nigga stories. You know what I'm saying? You know, but seriously, RIP to the bro, and like thank you to the bro because you literally have like such a beautiful, beautiful thing going on. So in your song Toxic Waste, which is like my shit, okay?
Okay.
Girl, you were there. You were there. And not as we were speaking out earlier, like not because it's just like, but it just really your songwriting and your music, like what is the word? Composition or how you structure it, like just beautiful. You could really write a song. Okay. So Toxic Waste, you speak about needing like air and space and you know, all the things that we definitely feel when we're like, you know what, I need some space to think. What are some of the ways that you actually practice or got some of that like toxicity out of your life or created that like air and space? Because sometimes nigga just won't let you breathe. So how?
I had to learn boundaries and I had to learn value, because when you lose value and don't set boundaries, people will just do whatever it's like wild animals, you know? So I create I just separate myself. I literally, like, if I feel like you are not respecting me the way that I deserve to respect the first time, you shouldn't get a second time. So too many people give you second and third chances, and they don't understand the value of coming back the second and third time. You know, you have to tell people like immediately. Someone disrespects me, I immediately cut them off. Immediately. And you do not get another opportunity unless you understand what you did, and I don't have to coach you into it. Saying, well, you disrespected me and that's why I cut you off. You won't get that.
Yeah, we're too grown.
I will literally stop talking to you, and one day you'll get off your high horse and realize that, you know, you undervalued someone and you didn't treat them right, and that's why they're not in your life anymore. And if you value them, maybe you'll come back around and, you know, speak your piece and open up your heart and be vulnerable and say, like, I didn't value you and I'm sorry, I'm ready to value you now, and let's start this friendship. But until then, nothing.
Yeah. No, I really love that. And the more people know, we discuss this all the time, the more and more I'm growing. I just turned 30 in September. Hey. And I was just like, girl, you 30 now. Like, this has to fix up. You got to go. You can't do this.
No more excuses.
A lot. So,
and your life is so short. You don't want to. There's billions of people on this earth. Like, you do not have to share it with your space. I'll tell people, it's your movie. You're the main star, and everybody else is co-stars and background actors, and you get to choose who you want to cast in and out of your movie. They do not have to be part of it. So if you have drama all day in your movie, good for you. You got a nice reality show going on. But this is the Huxtables over here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I got myself a nice little rom-com going on over here.
Yeah, find your movie and create your movie. You know, that's as simple as that. You know, but Kanye called it a video game. I call it a movie.
Thanks. No, 1000%. And that, my friends, is self-care. Okay. So Downtown World, a staple question that we ask all of our guests, you know, it does stand for don't waste no time with negativity. What is a way, Rene Bonét, that you could definitely say it was negative, no questions asked, but you found a way not to waste any time with negativity?
Like, I was literally like, every day I get on social media.
I can see how people would feel like they could try you, for real.
It's literally not every other day. It's like
every day.
Every single day I get on, or just, I'm so nice. This is what I'm told. I'm told that I'm so nice that people will take advantage of that and think that they could, like, I've had a lot of situations where I felt like they were like sabotaging, or people are purposely trying to like show me out, or and I just have to just know that it comes with it. You know, it comes with, you know, like saying you're in your position, you do this, you do interviews, you do podcasts, you're popping. And then there's somebody else that you know that's probably in your field, but they're constantly trying to figure out like what's wrong with what you're doing. Those are negative things.
Those.
Yeah. And I find myself in those situations where I'm trying to like make friends and be cool with people. And then it comes to find out like they're just not really that cool. And I used to burn a lot of bridges and I would cuss your ass out, or I'll tell you what I know. I know you trying to, and nowadays
A lot of this and a lot of this. Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I just literally just be like, okay, the spirit is telling me.
Rene Bonét tells Bully Barbé, bitch, you gotta calm down.
If you don't get it, I don't know who else gets it. I'm trying to tell you because you just read it. That is it.
I'm trying to break down the science to them. They gotta. But that's literally what it is. Like, I haven't recently learned, but I love the way this was put for me recently, where it's just like responding versus reacting. You know what I mean? Even if it's that like quick 20-30 seconds to check yourself to be like, okay, why do I feel like that in that moment? Why is my body like urging me to respond this way? Why am I, you know what I mean? Just that little moment, like it literally guards you, protects you, heals you from so much, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful example. I see a lot of this happening, so thank you for that, myself included. If you could change something about the music industry, given you had the power, like no questions asked, what is something that you would change or improve?
That's a good question. And I would change the numbers game.
Like,
I feel like a lot of artists that don't have the capital to push themselves, or there are like so many talented and amazing musicians out there that would never get seen and heard by anyone but their family or local, just because they don't have the capital. They don't have the money to push their brand into the right position, or they just don't have the right education. They don't have the time. They're working, they're 9 to 5, and they're just sitting on this amazing $1 billion gift. And they don't have the numbers, so nobody's gonna pay attention to them. And if we can get rid of the numbers, we might be able to have some true connections out here with genuine people that are really talented and really care about you and themselves. But you can't, because you're like, they ain't got no followers. They don't got no views.
Which we definitely do not condone that. That's not how we operate over here at Downtown World, but 1000% agree.
Yeah, I mean that's if we had a more platforms like yours, we'd be well off.
Yeah, because you're 1,000,000,000% right. Because when I think about being younger and discovering certain songs like from Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Anita Baker, it wasn't because I heard, oh, they just won a Grammy, or oh, they just went triple platinum or some shit. It's because I heard that shit and I was like, oh, what is this that I'm hearing right now? Yeah. And that is music, and that is something that the algorithm will never be able to detect.
Exactly. The algorithm is
the algorithms. It's algorithming.
It is what it is, but and we're grateful for the changes, and hopefully that the universe will help us evolve with them, the people that are meant to.
I endorse that change. Let's bring it on. And, that would be something really beautiful, because like, what are numbers, it's just something that people want to equate to like power at the end of the day. So it's just like
classes. It's just it's a level of class again,
that part.
Classes.
That part. So Dreams was another like all the records, but I can't literally go through each song because of the timing. So I really had to be there and be like, all right, okay, I'm going to try to pick out my favorites and just, but Dreams was another record. Love all the tracks. As I said, Love in 5D in itself, just the whole body of work is just like the fact, as I said, it's not 2D, it's 3D, it's 5D. That's already telling you the journey you're about to go on with Rene Bonét, like this beautiful journey. So in Dreams, you speak of the times like in a relationship that you could feel like it's a dream, you know what I mean? Like it's real, et cetera, all the jitters, And I want to know what inspired the song Dream, good or bad. And do you believe in the line in there, you kind of said like, everything is a blessing, So I just want to know, is that something that you actually like firmly believe in as well?
Yeah, thank you. Dream is more like I was, I watch a lot of like reality TV shows, a lot of Love and Hip Hop, a lot of Housewives. Like I'm addicted. I'm not gonna stop. Um, I'm just waiting for
I
like
am
the
an
next one
addict
to
and I'm
come.
not gonna stop.
I'm super entertained and I love it. And so I watch a lot of that, and sometimes I can impact the energy. And my subconscious cannot differentiate reality, the reality of it. And it sometimes that manifests into my own relationships, to where you're thinking that your partner is out there with Kiki, Fufu, and Susu. And your man is not. He is literally not doing any of that. So it's like you kind of bring that energy into your own households, and you forget the blessing that you have. And you have somebody that's not like that, and it's never going to be like that. And you're accusing them or bringing that energy, like looking at their phone, worrying about what they're doing, like, and that is that reality of not having that and having something that's sustainable and stable and that's real. It's like a dream. It's like a dream for a woman, like the Sierra and Russell situation. It's a dream to not say that he's not going to future her. But I'm sure she has her PTSD moments to where she's like, are you real?
Yeah.
Are you gonna, after 5-6 years, like, am I gonna find out you have another woman? Like,
a whole, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so to believe that this is gonna be this way forever is a dream. Like, it's such a blessing to have, and it should be the norm. But with all the toxicity going out in the airwaves, you don't think that it's the norm. So to have that in your home is a dream,
That's beautiful. Like, girl, I am so corny, so don't even like worry about me. I literally have the word like love like tatted on me, and because of where it is, I cannot show on camera, but I literally have love tatted on me. And like, it was a point for me also, like with interpersonal relationships within my family, just everything. I made a firm decision to myself, you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm no longer going to be afraid of love, like that fall after, when you go through that heartbreak. And for me, like, I'm not a dive right back in type of person. It's like so detrimental, so like hurting. So, and it can cause like such anxiety for you to like you speak on. Sierra could look at Russell one day and be like, Nick, I know you cannot be this perfect, but we have to watch ourselves and check ourselves.
Something that's wrong. You will try to find something that's wrong. Like, I know some
guilty. It's all right. Point at me. I'm gonna take it. Point at me.
That's dream. And the thing about it, the lessons are the blessings. So whatever, if you go in a situation and you fully love, you fully submit, and it fucks you,
that doesn't,
that's the lesson. It's a blessing, because you just learned a lesson. And vibe attracts your tribe. You're not ever going to meet yourself. You're only going to meet yourself. So if you're meeting yourself and you're not happy with yourself, then you need to change yourself, because it's only going to reflect. You're only going to find yourself.
Jeez. Yeah. Eat fruit and mind your business. Right? Like, you're just giving all the fruit today. And I'm like, we can't make this up. These are all the bars. Like, you're giving the whole fruit salad. So real shit. It's a beautiful place to be in. And like, with everything we see going on in social media, it's great to have a balance, like Love and 5D. And we were talking about earlier, but it's amazing to have that balance, because yes, of course, I'm enjoying Summer Walker, still over it, and I'm enjoying like Thames's project, but I'm also enjoying Rene Bonét, Love and 5D, because with the panini, with everything happening, with relationships that made it, didn't make it, both family, like relationships on every level, the ones that have made it to this point, like, I'm so beyond grateful, because maybe we didn't see each other for 6-7 months. Maybe all we had was FaceTime. Maybe, you know what I mean? Someone had to move away due to everything that's happening. Maybe someone in your family got, sick, and then just so many things can change. So when you're able to think about love in 5D, it like opens up your heart and your mind to like all the experiences that come with it.
It really is. Like, we know Will and Jada fucked it up for everybody, but it's possible.
They didn't. You think
really
they did?
They fucked everything up.
Why do you think so?
They made Black America like they were like the staple or for like.
And I feel like they still are.
Yeah, they are, but I mean.
Let me say this. For me, part of like the getting, you know what I mean? Every relationship, as melanated people, we've learned certain constructs, which I don't deny anyone's constructs, but your rules are your rules. And similar to how you speak
they're dynamic,
right? Similar to how you speak on, we can find ourselves or whatever, they find that and they're cool with that. Yeah. I ain't in that, so I'm chilling. Yeah. But best believe me, mine's nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. But
that's the dream again. You see what I mean? It's the dream.
Full circle. No, amazing writing. So I didn't get to, so the song Stay, right? As I said, when it comes to your songwriting quality, the pockets you choose to fill, the harmonizations where you choose to put them, like the melodicness, like the it's just orgasms in your ear. But what inspired the song? Sorry for the reference if it made you uncomfortable. I'm really out there, sorry. Okay, so the song Stay, what did inspire that song?
Yeah, just a relationship that I just wanted the person to know that I want you to realize, that this is everything. I want you to realize that you don't need anybody else. I want you to stay. I want you here. Like, say that. I want you here. Like, how hard is it? I mean, how often do you say that to your partner? Like, I want you here.
And when I heard that, I was like, I have to ask you about that one, because like we need to normalize this. And as well, like, it was just beautiful to hear it from you, because I have had to learn that in my relationships. Like, we're so focused on, he didn't message me, he didn't call me, he didn't this, he didn't that. Like, shorty, do you care about your person? Like, why don't you just call them? Why don't you just check on them? Why don't you ask them if they ate something? You know what I mean? Like, and that's okay.
You got it. That's it.
Yeah, Renee's giving y'all relationship advice out here, how to keep your king.
That's the next segment.
Yes. So I know that you do have to go, like, due to time, but I like truly am so grateful for this conversation. Love and 5D out. My last question or request to you is just to let everyone know where they can follow you, where they can support you, and also we're normalizing how you prefer to be approached.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, I love, I'm always on Instagram, as you can see. So most of the other platforms I don't really use too much, but I am on Instagram and I'm interacting, I'm commenting, I'm liking, I'm sharing. Yeah. So if you have dope music, and you interact with me, share, come like, come follow. Rene Bonét, RENEBONET, or just type in like Bully Barbé. They both come up.
They both, yeah.
They both come up.
They do. Let everyone know, and you can let me know as well, before we go, what your favorite track off 11/5D.
Oh, Dream. Yeah, Dream.
Oh my God. I feel like so special when I get it.
Yeah, I love it. And they played it on the radio last night. Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
It was beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much.
So guys, this has been Rene Bonét, singer, songwriter, beautiful queen, teaching us how to love in 5D. Thank you so much for your time. Today, she chose not to waste any time with negativity, ate fruit, minded her business, and we're going to stream up this girl's album and support her, follow her on all the socials. Thank you, Rene.
Love you guys. Bye. Later.
Bye.
About to go downtown.